Hola! Hola! ¿Cómo estás? The DJI Osmo is great at stabilizing footage in the 3-axis. The roll axis, check. The pitch axis, check. The pan axis, check. The Z axis. Houston, we have a problem.
Hey, we've got a problem here. What did you do?
If you're one of the many people who've bought the Osmo Z Axis, so you can stabilize movement in the up and down axis, but are still waiting for DJI to deliver it, then you'll find this video useful. In this video, we're going to look at the alternative ways to stabilize your DJI Osmo Footage in the Z axis and help you avoid that bouncy up and down movement. Let's check this out. Roll with the clip.
So this is the place where I'm going to demonstrate to you the several methods that you can use to try and stabilize your DJI Osmo footage in the Z axis. So basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be walking up and down this little path here. I think this will be good to demonstrate whether we're getting that bobbing movement, because we've got these trees lining up both sides of this little path and we can easily see the up and down movement. But the first thing we want to do is I want to shoot the control. So the control is going to be the basic walk. Nothing that I'm going to change here. I'm just going to walk straight up. And this is my starting point right here. So, ready? This is the control. So the first of the methods that I want to demonstrate is what we've all become familiar with calling the ninja walk. So what is the ninja walk? Ninja walk is basically where you bend your knees slightly like this, and then you're walking with your heel to toe movement in this kind of manner. So when you walk, it looks kind of like this. And the idea here is by bending your knees slightly, you're creating some kind of a shock absorbing system. And by going heel to toe, you're cushioning the impact of landing on the ground. Well, that's the concept. The practice can be something totally different and can look kind of weird, but we're gonna test it out. So this is the ninja walk. So the second method I want to show you is the method that is called the flashlight method. Flashlight method just basically refers to the way you're holding the DJI Osmo. So to get into the flashlight mode, all you do is you turn your DJI Osmo horizontally, double tap, and that centers the camera in the direction that you're traveling in. So we're going to test out this method and see if this will make any difference to stabilizing in the Z axis. So here we go. This is the flashlight method. The next technique I want to show you is the one that I discovered quite by accident, and I call this the sideways shooting method. Sideways shooting can either be in the upright mode or in the flashlight method that I've just shown you, but the difference is you're shooting your subject from the side. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to have to shoot this line of trees in a sideways motion. I'm going to be moving obviously towards the camera, and then we'll see what this looks like. This is just a normal walk and I'm not changing anything drastically here. Now the next method I want to show you can look kind of crazy, but I've tried it. It kind of works. Let's see what you make of it. I call this the backward walk method. And basically what you're doing is you're shooting backwards, walking like that. What this action tends to do is it actually has a really nice cushioning effect as you're walking, you know, backwards. But obviously you have to watch where you're going, so safety comes first when it comes to this method. And don't try any fancy things like moonwalking, because that's not the point of this method here. You have to always watch where you're going. But like I said, I've had some pretty pleasing results with this method. It's kind of tough, so, you know, use it sparingly and it can make a difference. Next method I want to show you is slightly mechanized in that it uses one of these little track dolly systems that you can get off eBay, Amazon for really not that expensive. They do a reasonable job. And what you're also going to need is a monopod of sorts. And the idea here is you want to connect this track dolly to the monopod and then connect your DJI Osmo. So for this method, I'm going to have to unhinge the phone holder, remove that because we're not going to be making use of this in this particular method. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this track dolly system to the base of the monopod. It's basically a 3/8 inch thread that you screw on, and then what I suggest you do is you use the thicker portions of your monopod first to get to the height that you want, because those will give you the most stability. So you can see here the principle is I basically want to be able to slide this along the ground. Obviously you want to pick a surface that is as smooth as possible to minimize the impact as you roll this along the ground. Next thing is to connect the DJI Osmo just like that. And then I'm going to unlock the 3-axis here. Turn the Osmo on, and already it centers straight ahead. And the idea here is basically, if I can just straighten that a little bit, like that. So you want to be moving like that, but obviously this surface is not really going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to a slightly different surface and see if this will help us in any way. But I'm just going to demonstrate it in any case. All right, I've now found reasonably smooth surface, so I'm going to redo this test. So here we go. Just trying to walk as smoothly as I can. Obviously, the smoother the surface, the better the results you're going to get with this method. But it is one that is worth considering, if you're shooting in a house, for example, where the floors are really, really smooth. This method will definitely work. These are just some of the few methods that, when you take the DJI Osmo out of its comfort zone and you just try out a couple of things, you can end up with a drastic improvement in the quality of your shots, especially when it comes to the Z axis stabilization. So not every method is going to work in every situation. And remember, when you take the DJI Osmo, try and have a shot in mind so that you probably are using these techniques for a very short period of time. You wouldn't want to shoot the whole day walking backwards. I mean, that doesn't really work, will it? So I hope with these few ideas, you can try out some of these and see if it works. And if all else fails, then we just got to have to wait for the Osmo Z Axis.
So I hope you found this video useful, and remember to subscribe, like, ask a question, or just say hello down in the comments below. All the DJI Osmo footage shown in today's video was shot in D-Log format and color graded using the Everest Cinematic Style color grading LUT from Osmo Tips. Whew, that was a mouthful. But trust me, these LUTs will make your DJI footage shine. Don't forget to download your free color grading LUT at www.osmotips.com. Adios, amigos!